Hi, Wonk, for fucking
Yes.
frames.
Hi.
For anybody that does not know Wonk, he is a virtual reality creator, streamer in general. You can,
Sure, just
yeah.
streamer, yeah.
Uh,
Interesting.
he
I don't know.
he's honestly one of the reasons I started streaming VR chat. The little bit I do, but I used to hang around in his community nights all the time. He's a really cool friend, and honestly, I'm glad I could call you a friend. You can introduce yourself as best as you want.
Man. Yeah, no, totally. I'm a streamer. Not that Midri. I'm not a gooner. I'm a streamer. I'm a virtual reality, sometimes slowly kind of drifting away from the VR chat stuff because it's boring. I don't know. I find it boring, but I spend all this money. I might as well try to get bought it for. But we're here. We're here. I mean, it's still fun to come out and hang out and socialize with online friends that are out of the country, out of state. But yeah, no, I stream on VR chat. I stream a bunch of variety games as a VTuber. I don't do that IRL stuff anymore. I used to do the IRL stuff until it got really creepy. Got really.
I'm curious what you mean by creepy, but we'll get into that. Anyhow,
Yeah, sure.
So, as a fellow VTuber, I assume that, like, obviously you get weird sometimes, and you get weird chatters and all that. Out of my experience, I've had quite a few weird chatters because of apparently my feminine voice and my obviously female VTuber model. In your opinion, what would you say is the weirdest interaction you've had without, like, doxing anybody or, like, saying anything that would get in trouble?
The weirdest interaction on as a streamer, like in general.
As a streamer in general,
chat,
exactly,
like,
yeah.
A few stalkers. There's been a few stalkers.
Yeah.
They found me.
That's concerning. I hope everything ended okay.
Yeah, no, everything ended okay. Hired someone to send a cease and desist, and
Well, damn.
It was a hectic ride during that time, but fine now, all good now. We're here. We're happy. I'm content. We're still doing what I enjoy, which is streaming and growing as a community and meeting new people.
Oh shit!
It's been really fun still.
That's honestly.
Yeah.
Go on.
Go ahead.
Go on.
I was gonna say, people said you have like a feminine voice.
Yes, I cannot I cannot use voice chat in CS:GO because I get called all sorts of things because of my voice.
What?
Many times on this game, I've been asked if I'm a woman, but I kind of get it here. The VR chat model represents a lot, but yeah, it happens more than you would assume.
Fair.
Yeah. Anyhow,
what's the weirdest thing that happened to you?
Oh, that's actually a funny thing.
In reverse.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting you to ask me questions. I'm gonna be so dead ass that threw me off a loop. No, but
okay. That was the only question I was gonna ask. That's the only question. Sorry.
Yeah, I'd say the weirdest interaction is just a dude that got way too parasocial. Like, I'm not a big streamer, obviously. I'm a really small streamer, and I guess viewers do get pretty parasocial, as is with smaller streamers, because they get more attention and all that stuff, right? In a good way, right?
Sure.
But he got really parasocial, and I sometimes add some chatters which are in my server, and I play with them, like, for example, the finals, or if I'm playing, like, Apex, I'd be fine to play with somebody once in a while, just so I could get the little interaction. The guy got really parasocial. Right. And just kind of got into a position that he thought I was kind of dating him, which I obviously wasn't, and it got really awkward. That person has not popped into my streams since I'd say 6 or 7 months ago now. So
that's wow. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of weird as a male using a female VTuber, a lot of people seem to think that that's an alright thing to pursue, which is kind of weird, in my opinion. And with no disrespect, I've had some weirdos enter my Discord and chat, and yeah, but I feel like that's pretty normal for a lot of streamers. It's just, you know. Anyhow.
Yeah. No, that makes
more sense. On the vibe for the questions for VR chat. How long would you say you've been playing VR chat, and why did you get into it in the first place?
Oh, fuck. When was the you have the Quest?
Yes, I have the Quest 2.
Familiar with Meta?
Yes.
Okay. So when the first Oculus Rift released, and gosh, when was that? 2016, 2017, maybe?
I think 2017, around there.
It was whenever the Oculus Rift released. I was like, what games can I play? And this was the first game that popped up, and I was like, you know what? Cool, let's try it. Ended up making some pretty lifelong friends in the very beginning, which was really nice to see. I mean, this game it's evolved from what it was back in the day.
Yeah.
Probably like 5-6 years ago. And now I can't even explain it. There's just a bunch of weird things happening now in this game. You got, a whole bunch of drama, strip clubs, more drama. You got kids playing this game, trying to fake their age to hang out with adults. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But I've been on this game for a long time to see that evolution in VR chat.
Yeah. Like, I started just on desktop late 2019, around December or something like that. That's around the time I got more into using my computer. I had it for about a month, I'd say, at that point. And just, I saw VR chat one day in the Steam App Store, and it's like, fuck it. Oh, seems interesting. It's free, which was the biggest selling point for me. I'm still broke.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I do agree with, it's interesting how much this game has changed, and that we got to see it in real time, because there's so much that I remember from VR chat back in the day when I started that is just completely gone now, and it feels like a relic in history, I guess you could say.
Absolutely. And I still have my first avatar I started streaming in, and I'm shocked I still have it in my avatar section, because that thing is outdated. It's just crazy to see how much an avatar can change for a streamer over the years, and you wouldn't even guess what I used to wear when I first started streaming. It's crazy. So this is like completely different from what I wore back in the day.
Well, I would say my guess would be an Usher avatar, if you remember those, because that's what everybody used to use for like 3 years. It was so bad.
Usher avatar?
Yeah.
We're not talking about like Usher the rapper, right? We're talking
it's a type of model. I'm pretty sure it was called Asher, but I pronounce it Usher for some reason.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was like a formal avatar that had like green hair, had like a rainbow drawing skill. It was definitely different from what I have now.
Oh shit. Well, next question in the same vibe of VR chat. What would you say was the first homeworld or just like world that you went to every day? Even if you didn't like make it your homeworld, that was like the first one you went to every time you hopped on.
It would be the VR chat hub world, and that would be the one where it had like the campfire.
Yeah.
I think it had banners. I think on the side in like a blue room, and then the mirror with like different decorations you can put on yourself. And then they had like a little, I don't know, it was like a weird little kiddie pool area with a octagon surface. It was weird. But I'm sure you're familiar with it, because as soon as you spawned in, it was the ramp, and then the campfire's off to the right, and then some.
First time you spawned into VR chat ever and just dropped you in that random world. It was interesting.
dropped me there, and I actually met a lot of cool people in that world as well. But another world was the Great Pug, because the Great Pug has been around since I pretty much started.
Yeah,
And you would find a lot of good people having good conversations just upstairs in that like fire area, you know?
yeah. Fuck, the Great Pug, that I have so many memories in there. Like, I first of all, if you ever get into VR chat, PC VR specifically, the Great Pug is the best place, in my opinion, to meet friends. Like, I've met so many good and cool people there. I have so many stupid stories of all the stupid stuff we used to do there. And shit, I've made it a goal of mine that I don't know if you knew, but the Great Pug is modeled after an actual pub in the UK. And I've made it one of my goals in life to go there at least once in my life and have a genuine conversation with a stranger that I've never met before.
No, wait, is it just like the lower level that's just
Uh,
Great Pug
I think
IRL, or is there actual like stories?
I think it's a one-story pub, but the first level is a complete recreation in VR chat to what it is in real life.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I mean it's a really cool reference. I wonder if there's like a story behind that too with the creator. I wonder if they like told the story about it.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the creator got interviewed by a VRChat developer one time. I can't remember. I saw a glimpse of the video on TikTok one time, and I just scrolled past it like an idiot. I really wish I would have watched it.
Yeah, that you scrolled past.
Yeah, I remember I saw the creator of the Great Pug in the video, and it's like,
That's
oh,
funny.
okay, that's cool. And I moved past it. I kind of wish I would have watched it.
That's funny, dude. No way. Oh my god.
Another question related to worlds in VR chat. What would you say is your current favorite world that you have been to in the past 3 years of VR chat?
Oh wow, past 3 years? Oh my god. Favorite world that I've been to in the past 3 years. Okay, well, do you mind if I scroll real quick on my worlds list?
Take your time.
It's in my first worlds list, so it's not too far. But I still go back to this world just for the memories, because I would just come here with just random people in a public world, and they'd just be chilling. They'd have the music playing, and it would here. I'm gonna drop it right in front of your camera. I'm sure people might recognize this.
Holy shit.
MMD nightclub.
Damn.
I don't know if you guys have seen that, but yeah, that's the one I still go back to a lot of the time, just for the nostalgic of it. And have you been there before?
I've been once a while back. I cannot remember what happened while I was there, but I know I've been at least once.
At least once, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. It's really cool to see like MMD worlds, and that was like one of the first MMD worlds I've ever saw before they started making it where you can dance as, you know, the MMD avatar. And that I don't know, that really like impressed me with VR, I think.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that I would say VR chat needs to get more credit in when it comes to the development of VR technology. Because as much as, you know, it's memed on a lot, dynamic penetration system is incredible for VR's technology. And the fact that that was developed for VR chat randomly one day, from my understanding, is so funny yet so weird for at least the purpose it was developed for VR chat.
Yeah,
But like, again, this game has so much history and has so much like things that would generally change VR if it was implemented in every other game. Like, it would be super impressive.
Absolutely. Right. Absolutely. Oh my god. This game could go far. I mean it's been up for a long ass time, and I don't see it going anywhere, but if they actually like really tried, this game could just skyrocket even higher.
Yeah,
Easily.
I feel like as much as I've played this game, I have so many complaints about it. There's a lot I don't like. Obviously, there's a lot of parts of the community which aren't the best. Mostly represented by a lot of people that I've met in the TikTok scene. In front of the camera, the best, but it gets rough. And I don't mean that as a way to start anything with anybody. It's just the type of community that they're a part of isn't the best. Look, I don't start drama with people, but I'm gonna be honest. Some of you motherfuckers whack. That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely.
On God. But next question would be, out of all the time that you've been playing this game and playing VR in general, what was your first experience with a different VR game that isn't VR chat?
A different VR game. Oh, that would be Arizona Sunshine.
That's a good game. Holy shit.
Did you play it?
I've played every single version so far.
Arizona Sunshine was another VR game I really got into with a past friend. And we would stream it together, and we were waiting for the second one to come out for the longest time to stream it, and lo and behold, it did release. We did end up streaming it together, and dude, I wish they would come out with more games like that, with like a good story driven with action. I still gotta play Half-Life Alyx, I think it is. I think that's like one of the very first VR games that
super really fucking good game. I promise you. Right. You were gonna love it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But Arizona Sunshine was a huge one for me because I love zombies and I love jump scares, and that had it. That had it all, honestly. Because you could do co-op, you could play with friends, you could do horde mode, which was awesome. Oh man, the memories there. But then another one was Rec Room, if you know that one.
No,
that one had like little
I've never played Rec Room. I'm sorry, I just could never bring myself to play Rec Room.
No, that's fair. I stopped after like the first year and a half, but it was really cool though. They had like sections in like the hub area where you can go through a door and it would take you to this like different game world. So there was like this medieval one where you would be like wizard, the tank, the fighter, or whatever, and then the other one was like a battle royale type mode, which is really cool. But I think they recently just went under. Like
the servers completely shut down recently.
Yeah. Right, which is insane. Yeah, no, those two games were really, really, really good for me when I didn't, want to play VR chat.
Well, to be fair, I really get Arizona Sunshine. I do agree. I feel like VR needs way more story-driven games, which are good like that, in my opinion. I've played so many bad VR games throughout the years that, honestly, Arizona Sunshine, as many times I come back to it over the years, it's always felt refreshing and something fun. So I really do get it on that one. Now,
absolutely.
For my next question, I don't know how in touch you are with the whole VR hardware scene, but I don't know if you saw recently that came out. This is a last minute question which I added. What are your thoughts on the new Steam Frame VR headset that came out?
I would need to do some more research into it because I recently just got the Vive Pro, which has the face tracking attachments that I could have with it. And I mean, it works great. It still does its job. I mean, it seems like it's less quality than the Valve, but I still see beauty in the worlds, and I'm able to do facial expressions, which is really nice, especially for like video content I try to do. But the Steam Frame, I would need to know more about it. Like, does it have integrated face tracking? Do the current base stations that we have and use already, is that going to be relevant for the Steam Frame, or is that going to be an extinct thing that we just have in the corner of our room now? And the full body too. I mean, like, are our Vives going to be able to be compatible with the Steam Frame? there's just unknown things that I don't know about the Steam
Yeah,
frame, and I've heard different things about it, and I can't find a reliable source.
that is completely fair. Uh, on that note, with all the topic, the reason I added this recently is because a bunch of leaks
Mm.
came out for the whole Steam Frames release and all that stuff, like a whole unboxing video and how to set up from Valve's, like, obviously team and everything. It seemed pretty
Okay.
good. It seemed interesting. It has obviously a lot of modifiable, like, ports and all that stuff for the actual headset, you know, how Valve is with all that stuff. So it
Mhm.
seems really
Right.
interesting. As a person that owns a Valve Index as well, and is the main headset I use all the time, I do have similar questions as you,
Mhm.
and possibly a lot of people, which is with the full body tracking, if it has face tracking, all that
Mhm.
stuff. I think it would be really cool for it to have all the things we want, because Daddy Gabe Newell, fucking please. But at some point, we will see how it is. But we can't beg Gabe for everything, sadly.
I wish. I wish. But he is kind to the Steam users.
He
He's
is super
kind.
kind, yes. Now, for my next question would have to be
Mm.
partially just how was streaming when you first started? Because I'm sure a lot of people have that question, and a lot of people that want to start streaming and have started streaming have a very different perspective, and it happens differently for them. But everybody I feel that starts streaming has a similarity in certain things. And how would you say your experience would be?
My experience when I first started was my mindset was I'm doing this as a hobby. It's not my ultimate career, um, and I kept it in my head like I'm not gonna go grow big with this, but I just kept it as a hobby and just kept going with it, and slowly I built up a little community, which is really nice, and we have other streamers inside that community that we build off of each other, which is really cool to do. But yeah, when I first started, I was in my parents' basement. I think it was like after high school and a little bit while I was in college for a little bit. I was like, I want something to do at my like late night. To go to the gym at like 10 at night, and then I'll just be wide awake because my dumbass would take the pre-workout C4 before the
Oh,
workout, and it didn't burn out all my my energy. So I was like, you know what, you might as well just start streaming. I have a computer, I have a web camera, and I used to do IRL stuff, so I'd just be in my like tank top, my headphones, and I'd just be playing PUBG. And if no one was like in the chat, which happened a lot, I would just talk to myself. I'd talk to myself about like, oh my god, this is what happened today, or it was so funny that this college student tripped and broke her nose on the cement
dope.
because she was looking at her phone. And yeah, I mean, I would just be talking to myself a lot of the times, and I was fine with it. I was comfortable. Just be comfortable with being in silence with yourself. If you're not, then you're gonna find it really hard to stream.
Yeah. Well, in that as well, I transition over to another question. What advice would you give as a person that is a decent sized streamer with a decent sized community that you care for a lot and that they care for you? What suggestions and opinions and I guess advice would you give to other people starting off or other already well established streamers that might need a little pick me up every once in a while?
Be sure to label your streams. If you want a certain demographic to come in, like, so you don't want, like, for example, you don't want kids in your stream, right? Um, ID them before coming into your Discord server to be a part of the community. It's not illegal to ask for verification for age. Not illegal at all. And I've had plenty of people be like, "That's illegal to do," and I'm like, "No, it's not. Look it up." I would give him like I'd give him something regarding that. But yeah, I mean, just know who you want to stream to, know your demographic. Be okay being in silence if you're going to be a first time streamer, and you know always be aware that, you know, not a lot of people are gonna show up the first day, second day, you know, first month, first year. Just be comfortable with yourself, be able to, you know, talk to yourself, be comfortable, and don't give out personal information to, you know, random people. Aware that there are creeps on the internet that will take advantage of you, and surround yourself, you know, with the people you want. Like I have uh, a group of friends that I consider really close friends that I talk to about my problems, or any drama issues come up, um, and they're able to help me with a lot of things. So be sure to, you know, have the right group of friends when it comes to talking about things like that. And then I guess one more thing. Oh God, it was on the tip of my tongue too before I started rambling. Oh my God, what was it? I can't think of it. I can't think of it off the top of my head. I really can't.
Well, whenever you can think about it, be like, feel completely free to stop me and say, hey, I just remembered it. Let me throw it out there. And obviously, I'm gonna add another fucking. I'm having a stroke. Sorry. I'm gonna add another question about the streaming, and it's, where do you see your stream and your career in that sense end up in the future? And if you do perchance head it even bigger, and you end up in the levels of fucking Jinxie and all those really top 1% streamers, where do you think that could end up being as a position for you?
I don't know. If it would become a full time, you know, career as a streamer, yeah, I mean that'd be really really cool. I mean, I don't know who Jinxie is. Are they big?
They're one of the biggest streamers on Twitch right now. He averages, I think, like 20 to 30k or viewers a stream. So yeah.
Okay, so they're quite big. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I would still treat it as a hobby, honestly. I mean, yeah, it'd be cool to. I mean, I'm already self-employed, so I would make my own hours, and yeah, I would put more effort into streaming, of course. But I would still want that, you know, fall back on my actual career, which, you know, brings in good money for me, which is why I'm able to afford what I'm able to afford: my house, my 2 cars, my pets, food, PC stuff, and um, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I would want to have that career still and still stay fresh in it. But if I, you know, it did happen where I got big, I would want to reinvest, you know, the money made from streaming into the stream or other creators too. Because what I do now, whenever I get bits or any type of donations, it all goes to my PayPal. I don't transfer it over to my bank account. I just leave it in PayPal, and then whenever I want to, you know, gift, you know, subs, bits, gifts, or just donate to their PayPal as well. I just have those funds there, and I'm able to do that. Or if, you know, someone wants, or if, you know, the community wants to play a game that I don't have, I use those funds to purchase the game, in order to play with the community. So, for example, Super Battle Golf or Golf with Friends, I
Well,
use, you know, those funds to get that game. Yeah, no, I mean, if I did make it big, cool. Hell yeah, I'm all for it. I would definitely, you know, put more time into it, but I would also have that fallback of my current career I have.
well, that's great. That's honestly a very smart way of seeing things. Obviously, it is something that if it does happen, it would be a bit different reaction for everybody. I like that you think ahead in the future. I like that you are smart of what you're going to do with it, and you understand where you're going to place yourself with all that, so you can, one, help back to your community, help back to your fellow streamers, help back to yourself, and obviously keep yourself happy. Make sure you keep enjoying the career that you've chosen in that position, at least. Another question I am going to bring up very quickly about streaming and about VR chat is, what would you say has been the biggest challenge when it comes to streaming VR chat, specifically on Twitch and TikTok?
Well, you're definitely competing with those Well, okay, well, there's um, gosh, they're competing with two people. You're competing with, the e-boys that like to, go shirtless and show off cake and muscles and, whatever piercings they have on their face, or show off the mask they have on their avatar. And then, the top one you're really competing with VR chat streaming or content creation. And forgive me for saying this, but it's kind of true, because you have a lot more, I think, male presence than female presence on Twitch and TikTok VR chat streaming. Is the female streamers that dress to, go off their
Yeah.
goods, and I've seen a lot of TikTokers just, have their huge, bazingas out, and it kind of looked like they're oiled up, which is kind of crazy to see, because, TikTok is pretty like strict about that stuff. I mean, you even see that all over Twitch too. You just see them moving the camera around all over their body, and I'm just like, so that's what I need to do. Then I look and I'm like, you know what? I have morals. I'm done. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, that is fair. Go on.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I mean, let's say those two are like the biggest things that, VR chat content creators are competing with, because one, you may not feel comfortable doing that, in a VR chat avatar, even if it's not like it's you still having like morals of, slutting yourself out like that. Okay, I shouldn't say slutting yourself out like that. That's the wrong phrase right there.
Jesus.
I guess showing off the goods of the avatar. Some people aren't comfortable with that. And yeah, I mean, and then I'd say the third one is you're competing with like really good video content creators. Like I've seen really amazing video content creators. I'm just like, dang, how the heck do they do that? It's insane what they come up with. Like their quality in the video, their transitions, and how they make it where they get, I don't know, where they get into a fight. It's crazy in VR chat how they do it. But I keep it simple most of the time on my videos, because I'm not really too into the video editing stuff.
Understandable.
Yeah, I would say those are like three top things, with the crazy editors being the last thing.
Well, last question I'm gonna ask you for the night. Overall, now that you've gone through the interview and you've done obviously your own things with your career, and you've done your own things when it comes to content, streaming, fucking VR chat in general, you've done everything you seem to have enjoyed. What is something else that you are hoping to achieve in the future, or do as like a hobby, as just something fun that just came across one time, a bucket list item, the number one thing you think you would be able to do if you could?
Ooh, wow. I mean, that's a big thing. I mean, I have a lot of things I plan to do and want to do. I mean, okay, well, I'll go with this one, because I've been friends with this person for 7-8 years. I like to take a few buddies to go to Serbia and visit a friend.
Oh shit! Okay.
Because we're all like close with each other, and it's it'd be really cool to like have a drink with them sometime.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, getting away from like the United States would be really cool to like just see the all other cultures out there.
Yeah.
It'd be really cool to see the other culture. And
Yeah.
then should I like it? I could just on my place here and go to Serbia, because apparently it's cheaper in Serbia and you could have a lot more there, and whatever. But yeah, I mean, I would say that would be one of the biggest things I want to do. Other than that, I mean, there are many things I plan to do. I mean, I'm planning on going to Japan here soon, which has been a bucket list of mine. I'm going to a few different areas in Japan, which is really cool. And then yeah, I mean, I guess continue to grow in my career and grow as a streamer. That's all my plan.
Well, that is wonderful. Thank you, Wonk, again for taking the time to have this small interview with me. Shout yourself out. Just shout out your socials, whatever you would like to.
No.
You can even shout out God, or I don't know, fucking Frick and Morty, if that's your God. I don't know.
That's crazy. Yeah, no. Wonkayu, Wonkayu. Don't ask me how I got my name because I'll probably give you like the dumbest answer that you've ever known. Yeah, I mean, you can find that on pretty much all the socials, X, Twitch. I tried Instagram out, but that didn't work. I got banned for being not a real person.
Yeah,
I'm like,
fair.
yeah, of course I'm not a real person. And I see all these other VR chat Instagrammers. Yeah, no, I mean, you can find me on pretty much all socials. You can find me on, Feed Finders. I'm joking. I'm joking. Feed Finders one. That was a joke. But yeah, that's pretty much my name. Wonkayu.
Well, once again, everybody, thank you to Wonk for being such an amazing guest and coming out here with me. I hope to be able to do these streams more often. Also, Cerberus says hi, by the way, Wonk. Once again, thank you to the man, the myth, the legend himself, Wonkayu. I hope you have a great stream. I'm going to tag along for a little bit on your stream after I end here. And shit, if you have anybody else you want to suggest to come on this interview with me, I hope to be able to build this as a little thing for my channel that I do every so often. It was really fun. Thank you again for being such a great guest.
If you want people, I got you.
Fucking amazing, man. That would be fucking great.
All right, well, yeah. Do your thing. I'm gonna go in that corner and just take off my pants.
Hey, remember to send me a photo.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.